Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are live here just after noon on the East Coast with breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, the Miami Dolphins have breaking news. It looks like it's been a long journey with one of our favorite players. I mean, I don't know anyone who doesn't like Rashad Jones, but it looks like he's out of here, guys. He is out of here. One moment, guys. Yes. Pick it up, okay? And then we go to the doctor. My bad, guys. But yes, time has come to an end. Multiple reports coming out that Rashad Jones is gone. Okay, Rashad Jones is expected to be released by the Miami Dolphins on the 18th of March. Now, with that move, the release will free up $5.3 million against the Miami Dolphins salary cap. Okay, $5.3 million will be released in regards to the salary cap for the Miami Dolphins with this move. Now, Rashad Jones, man, a lot of people, we roll with Rashad Jones for quite some times. I mean, listen, man, let's just call it what it is. The injuries caught up to him, and we never could really see him back in his full form to help us long term. Now, I'm not saying that he's a washed up player and he still doesn't have anything left. I mean, the truth is, if you want to argue that with me, the end result is pretty much going to be no one knows what he has left in the tank. He's going to have to go to another team and establish what he has left, but it won't be the Miami Dolphins. We've been paying this man a lot of money, y'all. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's like we got robbed and we didn't get robbed at the same time. And the reason why I say we didn't get robbed is because Rashad Jones played to a level where that contract was like, you know what, we want to reward you. You're a great player. Let's do it. So we knew what we were getting, but we didn't know that most of the big money contract was going to be just haunted with injuries. This man has sat on the bench so long, making about $20 million a year. It's almost like robbery. Like he can't be mad. He cannot be upset or feel any type of way about the Miami Dolphins releasing him, because it's almost like he hadn't played in 2 years but got $40 million. And I know he played some games. Let me not blow it out of proportion. He has played games, but we can't keep him healthy, guys. And I mean, he's 32 years old. Now, the one thing that I've always respected about Rashad Jones, though, I mean, a lot of people never talk about this, but he was found. We found him. But fifth round pick, guys. Fifth round pick. The Dolphins signed him on a 5-year, $60 million deal, which was about $12 million per year. But for some reason, they kind of front loaded that contract. And last year, he gave us a cap hit of $17 million. This year, he's supposed to give us a cap hit of $15 million, y'all. Well, no, dead cap, since we cut him now. Sorry, is $10 million in dead cap. So what we're doing is just simply saving $5.3 million. That's essentially what it is. Okay. Next year, he was due for another $14.5 million with a dead cap of $4 million. Miami Dolphins, they weren't gonna waste their time anymore. It was time for the future. That was it. Okay. I wish Rashad Jones the best. Again, he's 32 years old, so I can't imagine him playing more than another 2 or 3 years in this league. If this injury isn't to a point where, because you never know, guys. I mean, sometimes these guys have injuries, and we've been said we were going to move off of them, but we were going to wait until like right now. And you know what I think was happening? I've already told you all we should be moving off of Rashad Jones unless we don't want to eat that little bit of cap. But I've always told y'all Rashad Jones is the closest thing out of the door. Now, with him being the closest thing out of the door, what the Dolphins were trying to do all this time was try to make him a part of a trade package. They were trying to see if they can get a 6th-round pick for him at this point with all the injuries. I mean, I know what his value is when healthy, but I mean, there wasn't much value. So I know that they probably made a lot of phone calls with a lot of trade scenarios, and they were probably gauging, was he a little carrot or piece on top that would make, something go through or we can add to. But it's gotten to the point, hey, we got less than 7 days left before free agency starts. Let's go ahead and start making decisions and going ahead and playing the PR game, letting people know, and basically moving on from Rashad Jones. Now, y'all better watch out. He may not be the only one. He may not be the only one on his way out. I'm just saying. I know that, listen, you got to look out for Albert Wilson. I mean, when it comes to the cap, which I want to take a quick look at again. Albert Wilson. Let me take a quick look at the cap one more time. It's loading for me. But Albert Wilson is another guy that you got to look out for. You got to look out for what decision are they going to make with him. Right now, Albert Wilson last year he was a cap hit of $8 million. This year, he'd be a cap hit of almost $11 million, y'all. And we only got $1.3 million in dead cap. He's out of there. He's going to save us literally $9.5 million. We just got 5.3 from Rashad Jones. Albert Wilson's going to save us $9.5 million. 9.5. So between the two, that's 14.8, guys. That's $14,800,000, $15 million. $15 million we are about to save because I just couldn't see them keeping Albert Wilson at $11 million with injury concerns, and when he only holds a dead cap of $1.3 million. No, I couldn't see it happening. Now, I can see him going in the office and them offering him a 2-year, $6 million deal, or maybe even a 2-year, $8 million deal just to show some respect. I could see that happening, a restructure. But at the end of the day, between Rashad Jones and Albert Wilson, we're going to save almost $15 million. And if we restructure Albert Wilson, we're still going to be saving around $10 million just on the moves. I love it. I love it, guys. Rashad Jones, if you were still relying on him to be what you want him to be, listen, you're really wasting your time. You were wasting your time the entire time. Matter of fact, you shouldn't have even wanted him to come back at this point and be the player he used to be because he's 32 and it's not going to be sustainable long. The end of the road was coming for him, even if he was healthy or not. But I will tell you this, man. I love me some Rashad Jones, man. I love me some Rashad Jones whenever he was healthy. I love what he did for us. Shout out to him. But at the end of the day, he got over on us. but not like it's his fault. It's not like it's his fault of, I'm about to rob the Dolphins. But that's what it ended up being because he got paid a lot of money to do nothing. He got paid a lot of money to do nothing, man. Whew. Like, come on, man. Sign me today. Let me make the roster on the first game. Oh, my pinky finger. I can't play for the rest of the year. Oh my gosh. Oh, just make sure them checks come. Matter of fact, I'll be around the organization. I'll still be working out. I'll be doing it all. Man, he got paid, y'all. He got paid. It's crazy how much money he was getting paid just to do nothing, man. But that's the name of the game when injuries come. You know, that's how the injuries come, and you get hit with it. All right. Another guy that you got to watch out for. Okay. Let me pull up his contract. I'll pull up his contract, guys. Take a look at it to see if we have any issues. Daniel Kilgore, guys. Daniel Kilgore is under contract this year for about $3.5 million. I personally want to keep Daniel Kilgore, but he's in the same boat as Rashad Jones, 32 years old. Another 5th round pick, might I add. But I still like Kilgore's game. I still like Kilgore being here on our roster. But the reason why you just have to be on the lookout for it is because we're going to pay him $3.5 million. And the issue is there's no dead cap. If we cut him, we get all that money. There is no guarantee on his contract right now. Now, to be honest with you, last year when we paid him $2.7 million, there was only $50 million dead cap guaranteed. So we wanted him at the 2.7, obviously. But now his contract goes up almost $1 million, $3.5 million, and we lose $0 if we cut him. He's going to be a decision of, hey, do we want to keep Kilgore because we like him and he can fit in and he is worth $3 million? Let's just roll. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to fret over $3 million when the guy's productive and we can use him. That's one way to look at it. Or, hey, man, the guy's 32. He's productive. We can use him. But at the same token, it's not like he's been playing at a level that we want on the O-line anyway. I mean, this whole O-line hasn't played at that level. Of course, he's a veteran. He's given more good flashes, and he's more solid than the rest of those guys. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're moving on anyway. We're trying to re-up. We're trying to get all new players. We're trying to get great players at the positions. Now, do we want to hold them $3.5 million for death? Maybe. But at the same token, let's go ahead and take out 3.5. And with Rashad Jones, Daniel Kilgore, and Albert Wilson alone, we done brought in about $18.2 million. $18.2 million. That's about $6.6 million per person. I can go get me 2 really good guards for 6.6 each. And the other 6.6, I can go get me a really nice up-and-coming receiver. So Albert Wilson's replaced. I got 2 guards out of the deal because Rashad Jones is going anyway, and we're going to address that in the draft. So that's how I think, I personally think that they may be looking at it that way as well. So Kilgore is going to be an interesting deciding factor because if they do it that way, then I know what they're doing. If they keep Kilgore, then, hey, it's just status quo. You know, they're moving along with him. He's still going to help this year. They're concerned about finding enough able bodies on the line. So Kilgore is a good guy to hold on to for now. So that'll be interesting. We'll see over the next week what happens with that because we will know within 6 days. We should know within 6 days. So those are the 3 guys that you got to watch out for. Another guy, last guy I'm going to talk about before I get out of here for this video is, man, listen, man, let's just be real. You could be a fan all you want, but Xavier Howard, y'all say that I don't like the guy, whatever you want to say. You don't have to be a fan to know you should have some concern about his status on this team going forward. The way everything's shaped out in his situation and injuries, I think the kid still has a shot and still can do some things. And we should keep him because I think that he can still produce at a high level with the right defense and the right safety behind him. That's my personal opinion. But at the same token, these knee injuries are starting to bother me. I'm concerned about his knees. Not only his knees, I'm not even talking about the personal things off field, the salary. I knew that we could eat the salary for the first 2 seasons. We got another one to go. But this is where you have to be smart. You can either get it right or you can get it wrong. And I'm not even going to say which one I would do at this point. I'm just telling y'all, you got to think about these things. Right now, the Miami Dolphins are at a crossroad that nobody's going to talk about right now, but I like to look behind for the future. And I know that may sound weird to some of y'all, but some of y'all understood that. I like to look behind for the future. Okay? And what I'm saying in that regards, in regards to Xavier and Howard, is the simple fact that 2 years from now, we could either be saying, wow, I'm so glad that we got rid of Xavier and Howard and we got the money off the books and we got a second round pick for him. I don't know, whatever people feel he's worth. We got that for him. I'm so glad we did. Or we could be looking back looking back 2 years from now and saying, you know what? Man, we should have been got rid of Xavier and Howard. He just Rashad Jones us. He just Rashad Jones us. Man, like he got hurt last year and now this year again. And we still got a lot of dead cap. And then again, he just Rashad Jones us. And I'm telling you now, what outweighs the other for you? Would you be able to live with knowing that we got Rashad Jones? Or would you rather have the possibility of saying, I'm glad that we got from up under that? Now, there's a flip side of that because, you know, some people, I guess where they feel like I'm hating on X is because I don't give flip sides. So let me give the flip side because it deserves it. And a lot of you are right in that regards. It does look like I'm hating when I don't give a flip side to it. So here's your flip side. Now you got to decide, but if we keep him and he balls out and we're Super Bowl contenders and he's a major contributor, man, I'm glad we kept him. And if we let him go and he goes to another team and he balls out, man, how could we have done that and let him go? So I guess you have to make the decision. What's more important to you? What is more impactful to you? What helps or hurts the team more? It's a tough question. It's a tough question. I think Flo likes X. Alan, man, do you think Flo likes Rashad Jones? Come on, man. Flo like everybody. Flo's a good guy. Flo is a good guy, man. Oh, man. What are we going to do? Decisions, man. And who is that? Kevin, I think you're right in that regards. A lot of this is happening because of the emergence of Eric Rowe at that safety position. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. That is one position that I'm nervous about because if Eric Rowe can hold it down next year, I'd be excited. But I'm nervous about it because if he doesn't, then we got a deficiency in an area that you can't have a deficiency. Man, somebody said getting rid of X would mean a serious cap hit. Depends on the terms of the trade. I ain't talking about cutting them. I am not talking about cutting them. I'm talking about trading. You can't cut them. I mean, yeah, that would be an Ndamukong Suh move. It would be an Ndamukong Suh move. Still paying the man 4 years after he been gone. Yeah, Xavier and Howard this year is going to make $13.3 million, but a dead cap of $17 million. He's not going anywhere via a cut, obviously. Everything I'm referring to is, can you move off of that contract in a trade? So you're getting something back and clearing it. That's the crazy thing about it, too. You're getting something back and clearing it. But again, like I told y'all before, I already told y'all that he got one more year for sure. He has one more year. Shout out to Darik with the donation, man. He said, good morning, bro. Hope you all have blessed day. Man, Darik, where you at, man? Talk about morning. It's afternoon now, almost 12:30. I'm messing with you, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate you. But yeah, I already told y'all, I think that not Rashad Jones, but Xavier Howard is going to be on this roster this year. But it's still a decision to make if you can get up from out of it. And then you're going to have him the very next year making about 13.5, but it's only a dead cap of $4 million. So I'm telling you, if they wanted to next year, all bets on. If he gets hurt again this year, they're going to go ahead and get rid of that contract right away next year, after next year. So that's what I love about Xavier Howard's situation as well. If we don't, make a trade or cut him for the off the field crap, what I love about this year in him, if he starts the season healthy, he has to prove it. This is his contract year. And be like, what do you mean it's his contract year? His contract doesn't end in 2024. No, this is his contract year. This is the type of deals that the Miami Dolphins have made. This is why we've been doing amazing things in the front office. Next year, if they cut this man, they only pay $4 million and they're done with the contract. They're done. If they cut him, it's only a dead cap of $4.2 million next year. They would have saved on that contract 2024's $13 million, 2023's $13 million, and 2022's $14 million, and 2021's $13 million. That's about $53 million they can save from this deal. The way they build Xavier Howard's contract, the only year that he's guaranteed to get his 13 per season or whatever is this year. I love it. I love it. What up, Engraving? Shout out to you, homie. And y'all make sure y'all go check him out on his channel, man. He always giving you all sports updates in the NFL, major moves and everything that goes on, man. Y'all got to show some love, man. See, when TD ain't here, Engraving always there. That's who I watch. I'll put it like that. That's who I watch. All right. But, man, this is beautiful, man. The way that we got Xavier Howard's contract structured, this is what I'm talking about. It was a win. Told you he deserved the money, TD. No, he didn't deserve it enough. He didn't deserve it enough. They can get out of the contract and he can only serve 1 year of it. Like, where do you ever hear of a contract like that? You only get 1 year of your contract in. And let me tell you why. When we had the money in 2019 and 2018, we loaded him up. We gave him money. When he first signed the deal, we paid him. After the 2018 season, we gave him a lot of money in his pocket right then and there. Right then and there. And he gonna get his $13.3 million this year. And then he gotta ball out. If he doesn't ball out, it's an easy cut for us or trade. He has to ball out. I love when we have players at that position. And then you're coming off of a fresh injury. You're coming fresh off of an injury, multiple injuries, if you ask me. Come on, man. Am I looking at the wrong contract? LOL. I guess so. I have it up right here. You signed a 5 year, $75.2 million contract, $7 million signing bonus, average salary $15 million, guaranteed was $27. So what he got in 2019 this year, and what he's going to get next year, that's all his guaranteed money. That's all the guaranteed money. But then you have, like the roster bonuses, the signing bonuses. In total, the man is going to make $39.2 million guaranteed, technically. Technically, he's going to make almost $40 million in guaranteed money because of all the bonuses and things like that guaranteed to him. But the way they structured this deal, they can get out of it next offseason. They can get out of it next offseason. It's beautiful, man. Oh, Lord. Big Bree in the room. What's up, homie? He said, get some support from the listeners because you'll be sleeping on the streets in Vegas. Oh, Lord. Breon nervous about the coronavirus with the draft. I saw something today that they may actually even I did see that, Bree, where they may cancel the draft. I'm still not believing it. I'm still holding out hope because I'm going to be upset if they cancel the draft because a lot of stuff is already paid for. So we shall see, man. I'm going to be real. Unless this thing spark off crazy, we'll see, man. We'll see. Just got done trying Anthony Gore. I'm impressed, dude. She like good pocket awareness. Nice. What's good, TD? Just seen Jones getting let go. Yeah, man. Yeah. It'll happen on the 18th. It'll happen on the 18th. I have a feeling Ryan Fitzpatrick going to play harder than what he did last year, Pro Bowl Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah, you know what I didn't like, though, about Ryan Fitzpatrick? I think he could have played on that level all season if he had did what he was supposed to do last summer. If he would have did what he had to do last summer, because remember he came back from eating cake. Remember he said, with my kids eating cake, I'll get the pounds off. Y'all remember that? And I can tell you there was a difference in his movement early in the season versus later. Early in the season is like, oh, yeah, it looked like a struggle and a nonchalantness about it. And later in the season, you can see he came to form and actually got pumped about it. Ryan Tannehill, the Dallas Cowboys. Man, I've been hearing all kind of crazy stuff with Dallas. I done heard the Ryan Tannehill stuff. I done heard Dak to Miami. I done heard the Cowboys moving up to get Tua. I done heard it all with the Cowboys. I'm just over them. They need to go and stop playing games. They're not bold enough to do what they need to do. So just get a man his money. Get Dak his money and be done with it. We'll see, man. But anywho, man, bye, Rashad Jones. We're going to miss you, homie. You were a good Dolphin, man, and we liked you as a Dolphin. We loved you as a Dolphin. But your time looks like it might be coming to an end next week, and we wish you the very best. Hopefully you can go to a team that gives you a chance to win a Super Bowl. Oh, man, I don't look like that's going to happen because the Dolphins are the only team that's going to win. But we shall see. This virus is nothing to play with. I know, man. It's crazy out here. So I gotta stay in the house, man. I gotta stay locked up, man. It's craziness. But anywho, man, this is TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We got 143 people that were watching this stream, and 42 likes. If y'all can do me a favor, if y'all appreciate the content and want them to keep coming, hit that like button for me. Let's see if we can get over 100 likes, guys. I know you're in the building. You don't have to be like that. You ain't got to be salty like that and be like, oh, I ain't hitting the like button just because. No, you ain't got to act like that. Just hit that like button. That way YouTube knows that people like this video and they'll share it with other people who didn't ask to see. And they'll say, hey, oh, this is guy TDPHINSTALK. I'm a Dolphins fan. So that's typically how it works, guys. If you hit the like button, you're helping the channel grow. And we got 60 likes. We went from 42 to 60, now 64. Just like that. So that's why I know if you can help out the channel by hitting that like button. We almost at 100. Now we're at 68 likes. If you don't know how to hit the like button, which believe me, there are a lot of people who don't. All you have to do is remove the live chat X out of the live chat, and the like button will be right there in front of you. You hit that button, then you bring the live chat back, and you'll be able to come right back over to the conversation. Now we got 81 likes. That's interesting. It doubled on us. Do we have 19 more? We still got 133 people watching. So I know we got 17 more now. 17 more. Punch that like button. Too much cake. Yeah, man. Man. I think Fitz magic could have been even better, but hopefully he's doing his thing this offseason and focusing on being even better. He has the keys. Let's be honest, y'all. He has the keys. Cliff says, stop begging. Bro, don't hate on me, man. I ain't too proud to beg. I'm letting people know that's how this channel gonna grow. All right, so FYI. 4 more, guys. Do we have 4 more likes? 4 more likes. We got 136 still watching. Fitz is our mentor for the next young buck. TD, we need a Dolphins meetup of Central Florida. You know what we do? We really do. We need one in South Florida, Central Florida, and probably Philly, all these people up north in New York and Jersey. But we'll figure it out. But I guess I got to start one first down in Miami, and then I'll do one in Central Florida. Because it's typically during a game or something like that. Or I might do the Central Florida first. Cliff, don't be a hater. That's my job. Re-tripping. All right, we got 98 likes. Is there 2 more likes in the building with 140 people watching? Let's do it after the coronavirus. Man, boy, you say after the coronavirus. First of all, we need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that if I'm not mistaken, the coronavirus is something just like the flu that's going to be something that's ongoing. It's a new virus that's ongoing. It's just the symptoms are worse than the flu. So there is no case of when the coronavirus is over. So people need to understand that because they're making it seem like it's this epidemic that's here for a temporary moment and make sure it doesn't get you before it go. No, it's just like the flu. As a matter of fact, the flu has a higher mortality rate. So I know all the hysteria in the media and the news, but all you do, you have another virus that you have a less chance of catching than the flu. Let me get that straight. It's just worse. But the good thing is it's really only taking a toll on those who are sick and elderly as well. So there's been a lot of fear, misinformation about it. It's serious. There's nothing to play with, just like catching the flu. It's serious, you know, but the way that is coming out is as if it's this world-catching pandemic that is going to end the world. First off, when they had the first 100,000 people infected, they didn't tell you over 70,000 of them were healed from it, and 25,000 of them were still recovering, and 5,000 were probably really bad off but getting better. So, yeah, I know there's no vaccine, but again, there's people who have had it and healed now. So it's just like having a sickness. Your body is supposed to be good enough if you're taking care of it and having the right vitamins and all of that every day. If your body is regulated and you're doing what you're supposed to do, a lot of times you're supposed to be able to fight it off yourself. When you say vaccines and all of that stuff, that's to go help you, trying to help you a little more. That's trying to help you a little more with it. And on top, medication is helping you more. Your body was built to fight off so many different sicknesses and stuff if you're taking care of it in the first place. So again, with the coronavirus, those who are really being impacted when they have it are those who aren't healthy. It's just a reality. They aren't healthy in some cases, in many cases. So that's what it is. Again, I don't mean to not freak you out. I'm not making light of it. I'm not saying that this, don't worry about it, but the facts are the facts. 2% mortality rate. Y'all go check the flu. Y'all go check the flu, what that's doing. Trust me, it's having a much greater impact and more people are catching it. It's having a much greater impact. But at the end of the day, this one is a little worse on the symptoms. And so, again, stop making it seem like, oh, the coronavirus is here. I hope whenever it's gone, things will get better. it's here to stay. It's gonna come up. Oh, 10 years from now, somebody like, yeah, I caught the Cornova, but I went to the hospital. They gave me the shot that they finally made or whatever. Yeah, I caught it. Yeah, I caught it this year. Oh, I caught it last year. Yeah, I caught it the year before. So understand that, y'all. It's not like it's a temporary thing. All right. All right. But anyway, this is TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I will catch y'all later. Peace. Love y'all, man.